keyframe animation from scratch. By this one I mean either take something from the internet, an image, and I was thinking we could have like a Schweik the Good Soldier going across the tram-ridden roads of Prague, make it Prager instead of Frogger. But so you take that and you get into modify, and it'd be bitmap, trace bitmap, and then you could have different parts to it and have them walking along, or just do it totally from scratch. And speaking of trams, let me make one from scratch. So this is just me making a symbol from scratch and putting animation on it. I won't make it, it won't go on for 10 minutes here, but for 5 minutes I'll do it. So insert new symbol, and we'll call this tram. Export for ActionScript, and make sure it's in the middle. Right now I'm not going to do any layers or anything. I'm just going to start. What is the tram going to look like? Well, paintbrush, size of the paintbrush, probably good enough. Color of the paintbrush, well, we'll start with red, and I don't know where this is going to go. This is my first go at it, but something like this. And geez, I don't even know what a tram looks like, but anyway, nice when you can get a full, complete circle like that, because then you can fill it. That's one good little point. So there's my fill. I'm not going to fill it yet, but I will be able to fill it as long as that is, I think it's fine. Well, let me just check. I can undo it. Yeah, it worked. I'll go to maybe yellow for, it's going to be the world's ugliest tram. See, that's not going to be able to be filled in. And there are things you can do with the smoothness and so on, but basically there's the tram, and we got to have doors. And by the way, just notice, I mean, with my other things there in this game, it's not, they're not spectacular movie symbols, and it's amazing how kind of fun and neat it can look if you just follow your instincts and do silly little tram doors and stuff. And so there's something up here, isn't there? Something like that. That'll do. Okay, so I'm almost finished. I can do my headlights. And okay, so headlight and tail light. I've already got red. Right, tail light. Yeah, it's got one of those little bumper things back here, don't they? To attach on to the other thing. That's my tram with a person inside. This will be the cherry on top. Let's just do a nice little person with a hat and a pipe. Don't ask me why. There's my tram. If I wanted to fill it in, I could fill it in. Not sure that looks better, but oh, and it also has wheels. So then you ask yourself, okay, how am I going to animate this nice little tram? Well, you think, it's rumbling along, so maybe the wheels are going to clatter, 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 and maybe this thing is going to go up and down as it, hits the, oh, sparks. There could be sparks that come out. So I got 3 ideas. So with those 3 ideas, I want to have 3 layers. So layer, layer. First one is the tram. Main, we'll call it. Second one, the wheels. The wheels on the tram go around it. And this is the sparks. You know what I mean with the sparks when it's rumbling along. So what I'll do then is take these wheels and move them up to the wheels layer. So I'm going to click, shift, click, the selection. Okay, I got them all. So I'm going to cut them. Don't worry about that. I'm going to go to the wheels, keyframe it. Well, click on the keyframe that's already there. I'm going to paste in place. All right. So they're going to rumble. They're going to clatter. Ooh, I like the idea of 2 going up and the opposite way, so I just changed my mind. I'm going to add another wheels 1 and wheels 2. You'll see what I mean if my idea works. So this one, and now they're being selected together. That's not good. So how about just one of them's going to misbehave? I'm going to take that, copy it, and put it up here. So 12 frames per second, let's say over 1 second. And again, when you do that, you're going to lose everything else. Don't worry about it. If you want everything else back, just F6. F6 and brings everything back. There's nothing there yet. So by here, I want some of the wheels. Oh, and I'm going to move this. Did I move this to the other one? No, I didn't. So I'm going to cut it from that layer and put it on. Okay, what happened there? I was on this keyframe when I cut it, but not on this keyframe. So it's still there on that keyframe. Okay, big deal. I'll go to that keyframe. I've already made the keyframe. Delete it. And I'm going to put it on this other layer. Paste. Oh, but I need to put it in place, not in the middle. Paste in place. And the same thing here. Paste in place. So I want them to go up and down differently. These 3 and that one differently. So this one, let's say through the middle, F6, it just goes up a little bit. I have it selected. I'm going to shift arrow key and move it up a little bit like that. Yeah, why not? And then it'll stay there. No, it won't, because that's... So I'm going to delete this keyframe. I'm going to clear the keyframe. See if you follow this one. Because originally, this was down, and this was down. And only this one is up. So I mean, it's only 1 frame, but if I wanted this truly to stay up for a full half, I would just clear the keyframe. But just disregard that. It wasn't that big of a deal. So that wheel goes up. And so I'm going to have these other wheels go the other way. So click maybe a little bit after. So F6. And so first wheel's down. I want these wheels up. So they are selected. I think you can see that. Shift up, and they go up. And they stay up while the other one's down, and the other one goes down. I like it. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but it's going to be fine. Sparks. Oh, and actually, the main train is just going to, how about the main train is just going to tilt? So I select it all. I think it was all selected, but just to make sure, get on the keyframe. Be on a keyframe, and I'm going to tilt it. Remember, we're zoomed. Well, we're not zoomed in, but we'll scale this down to be smaller when we play it. So, oh, and actually, I didn't take those wheels with it. That's not good. So, I'm going to shift click on this. What happens when I go like this? Yeah. Okay, don't like it, so I'm going to undo. And I'm going to have to do it 1 layer at a time. It's going to be a little bit of a pain, but main tram here is rotated. I'll have to go and do the same thing with the wheels. Now let's see. Okay, and then I'll go here and rotate it back. Oh, I didn't put my keyframe. So undo, keyframe it first, and rotate it back. And rotate the wheels back, maybe, maybe not. So what have I got? Okay, it's kind of a mishmash and I've kind of lost it, but I'll work with it. So I'll just change the things that need to be changed. That's kind of okay. That's kind of okay. It's just that it's rotated too much. It's the tram that's rotated too much. So, and that wheel's up too much. And now what have I got? Yeah, so it's just wiggling a little bit, and the wheels are wiggling. So I'm okay. And I think you can see by this process that you undo, you do it again, because this is a cartoon looking thing, right? So it's not a big a deal. So let's put the spark up here. Let's say that it occurs just between there and there. So F6, and yellow's maybe not going to show so much. What would a spark look like? It's more, well, it's kind of red. Reds and oranges. How about a bit of oranges? And reds. Okay. And I'm good. So now I've got this tram, and just to show you what this looks like, to end this, I know it's kind of long, but it's long. So let's go to our code, and I'll just replace the trucks. Where is that going to happen? That's probably, yeah, it is here. So truck, I'm going to replace with tram. How come I know? Oh, there's my tram there. Okay, tram. Okay, and this will be it. See what it looks like, and hopefully I said a few things there that made sense. So, oh, we gotta. It's way too big. So, well, what I'll do is I'll just X scale this and Y scale this a lot, and we'll play it. And it's not exaggerated enough. I see the sparks, and it's going the wrong way too. So, but you get the idea, and really, but the two ideas you get: one, that it can look pretty neat, you know, even if it's not professional. But the other thing is, it's the big things when it's reduced in size that you actually notice. Like I hardly notice those wheels at all. Anyway, that's some original keyframe animation. And it's fun. That's the other thing.